Hello class, and welcome to the second day of section 9.5, which is going to continue to talk about scientific notation. Our goal for this lesson is to be able to multiply and divide numbers written in scientific notation. So again, we're just going to revisit that scientific notation gives us the ability to write large or small numbers without writing out a bunch of zeros. One thing I want to stress is right here with this a value, it has to be between 1 and 10. So for example, in yesterday's video, we had this number right here, and a lot of you were trying to write this out as 1,824 times 10 to the fourth power. So you were moving the decimal over, but only until you hit a number other than 0. 1,824 is not between 1 and 10. If I move the decimal here, 182.4 is also not between 1 and 10. 18.24 is not between 1 and 10. The decimal for this one should have been 1.824 times 10, and then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces to get back to that original standard form. So again, I need to emphasize to you that our a value must be between 1 and 10. So just a quick recap here, a couple more examples. If we have 201 million, we're going to put that decimal, again, trying to make it a whole, trying to make it between 1 and 10. So we're going to put it at 2.01, and then we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So 2.01 times 10 to the 8th. Down here on the bottom, we've got 0.000051. Again, we need to put that decimal in there so that it's between 1 and 10. So we've got 5.1. And then that's moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces left. So we've got times 10 to the negative fifth power. So that's how we get those standard form numbers into scientific notation. Again, vice versa. Now we're going to be moving that decimal. This 9 means to go 9 spaces to the right. So 6, 1 space, 2 space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you can go back in and put those commas in every 3. And then down here on the bottom, we've got 4 times 10 to the negative 7th, which means we are now moving to the left. So I've got my 4. I move it over once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's where my decimal point ends up. So I've got 0.0000004. So that's just recapping what we did yesterday. The new material that we are looking at now is going to be what happens when we multiply and divide. I briefly touched on this yesterday, but I want to get more into the details of this now. When you are multiplying and dividing, again, yesterday I just used the 1, so there wasn't really any change in the a value. But when you are multiplying, you're going to take the two a values and multiply them. So in this case, we've got 6.5 times 8.7, and when you do that multiplication, you're going to get an answer of 56.55. Then we need to look at our exponents. When you multiply, you add. So I've got 12 plus negative 15, which is going to give me an answer of negative 3. So as of right now, my answer here, as it stands, is 56.55 times 10 to the negative third power. However, as I just emphasized, this a value has to be between 1 and 10. So we need to move that decimal over to get it to be between 1 and 10. So that changes the a value to 5.655. Now, if I moved that decimal one more place, that means that instead of going 3 places to the left, now I only have to move 2 places to the left. So times 10 to the negative second. So anytime you move the decimal left to fix the a value, you are going to increase the exponent. So I went from negative 3 to negative 2. If my exponent had started as negative 7, then it would go up to negative 6. If my exponent had started as positive 10, then that exponent would go up to 11. So anytime you move the decimal left to fix the a value, your exponent is going to increase. So your final answer for this problem would be 5.655 times 10 to the negative second power. Go ahead and try this one on your own. So you multiply 5 times 3.5, that gives you the 17.5. 5 plus negative 3 gives you a positive 2. You need to move the decimal 1 place left to get it to 1.75, so it's between 1 and 10, which means your exponent increases from 2 to 3. Now we're going to look at some division. Again, we're going to start by looking at the a values. So our first step is going to be 0.366 divided by 7.3. When you plug that into the calculator, you are going to get an answer of 0.42. Then since we're dividing, your exponents get subtracted, so 8 minus 3 gives you a positive 5. So as your answer stands right now, you are at 0.42 times 10 to the 5th power. Now again, if I look out front here, 0.42 is not between 1 and 10, so I need to fix that. Now in order to fix it, I need to move that decimal place right. So my answer is now 4.2 times 10 to the 4th power. So anytime you move the decimal right to fix the a value, you're going to drop the exponent by 1. So if my exponent had started as 20, to move it 1 right, that means drop the exponent to 19. If it had started at negative 6, we would drop the exponent to negative 7 if we move it 1 to the right. So anytime you have to move it to the right to fix the a value, you are going to decrease that exponent. Go ahead and try this one on your own. So we end up with 0.9. You need to move that decimal 1 to the right in order to get it up to 9, which means you're dropping the exponent from 7 to 6. So again, quick summary. If you have to move the decimal to the right to fix the a value, to make it between 1 and 10, you're going to decrease the exponent. If you have to move the decimal to the left to fix the a value, you are going to increase the exponent. If you have questions about this or anything else from the lesson, please feel free to reach out and let me know.